What's up YouTube, Webbers5 here, Yu-Gi-Oh content now with greater hair. Coming at you today with the long-term requested Nekroz deck profile as requested by Kingpin. Before we get into the video guys, I want to do a couple of shout-outs. So naturally first, shout out to Kingpin for requesting this. Also want to do shout-outs to JK Trick and Nick's Rebellion for long-time subscription and always being the first to comment and view my videos. You guys are awesome. You are essentially the reason I want to keep making content for my channel. So thank you so much for long-time subscription. And without further ado, let's get into this profile. Okay guys, so starting the profile off with, so for the Nekroz, so first the Nekroz side of it, naturally the obvious Triple Bryonak, because he's your main searcher. He gets you basically your entire deck. So why wouldn't you play him at 3? He just came off at 3. You're gonna play him at 3, right? So, and then double classless. I was thinking of playing this at 3, but because of its low level, I feel you don't really need to max out on it. Usually, you tend to summon classless through the Kaleidoscope, so you'll be using a higher level in combination with. So you summon a high level Nekroz as well as the low level Nekroz of usually the classless. So that's why you don't really need to play 3 of it. I might change it to 3. I'm still thinking about it. And then next Nekroz, Triple Valk, probably as your primary beater and draw power. The 1 Yugioh shut off your opponent's extra deck. I wish it wasn't at 1, but it's fair for it to be at 1. And then one Trish. I feel more of it. I feel more Trish clogs, considering that you can't summon it using a level 9, and also but its effect is really decent. And if I want to do its effect again, naturally I've got other ways of summoning back, like Cycle. And then last in the main deck, Nekroz monsters. Naturally the 1 Shirt. So yeah, Shirt acting as your entire tribute and also rotating for your warriors. The warriors being Trish, Klaus, and Bryonak. I really want Shirt to come back to 3, but I doubt it. But who knows? Maybe. We'll see. So that's it for the main deck Nekroz monsters. And from some of you who haven't seen, this is also an Impcantation build as well. The Impcantations I've found are an amazing way of turboing out rituals. So going into the Implantation Engine, playing 2 Talismandra, 1 Pencil Plume. So these ones, you can reveal a ritual monster in your hand to special summon them, and then Talismandra, if it's special summoned from the deck, you can add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand, and Pencil Plume does the same from the graveyard, so you recur a ritual monster from your graveyard to your hand. I play Talismandra at 2 just because there's decent effects, normally the one I want to go into. Pencil Plume I find is iffy, it's better late game, that's why I only play it at 1. That being said, I have been thinking of upping it up to 2, but I'll see. And then 2 Candle and 1 Bookstone. So Candle and Bookstone, you can reveal a ritual spell to special summon them, and an incantation from the deck. So Candle, when summoned from the deck, searches for a ritual spell, and Bookstone recurs a ritual spell from the graveyard. Sometimes I forget which ones do which, but I recently reread them and I found an easier way of remembering it. The ones that reveal ritual monsters do things with ritual monsters, and the ones that do things with ritual spells, that reveal ritual spells, do things with ritual spells. I can't believe I actually didn't notice that until now. And then the last Impcantation I'm playing in the monster is 2 copies of Chalice Slime. Primarily using it for its revealing effect, which is you can reveal it in your hand, discard a card, special summon an incantation from the deck. So it's just an easy way to tutor out one of these. The downside of its effect is if you don't ritual summon after you do this, you take 2,500 points of damage, which you're a ritual focused deck, so you should be able to easily do it. That being said, I do recall I've had 1 game that I didn't have the resources to ritual summon. Actually, I think I did, but it got negated, and then I subsequently took 2,500 points of damage. But I needed a monster on the field. So, yeah. I'm currently liking the Implantation Engine. It's pretty useful. The other things I like about it, Talismandra is a level 6, so if I discard Brio, then I summon the Talismandra and I get Nekroz Cycle. I could just tribute the Talismandra, bring back the Bryonak. Pencil Bloom is a similar thing for, like, Klausulus. Candle, it's a level 4, so very easy to go into the Unicorn. The downside is I can't use Candle as XZ's material because all incantations lock you out of summoning from your extra deck, which kind of sucks, but hey, the deck needed some kind of restriction, right? Okay, so that's it for the 2 main engines, and then the remaining monsters in the deck are kind of the obvious staple stuff. 3 Manju searches your entire deck. 3 Senju searches, well, half of your entire deck because it's not as good as Manju. And then last in my monster lineup are my recursion options, which are this first one was suggested by my friend Kieran, and so far I've been liking it. 3 copies of Exodia, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord. So I don't care about his main effect, I care about his summoning requirements, which is, to be special summoned, you have to shuffle back every monster in your graveyard back into the deck. So for a deck like Nekroz, in combination with the Impcantations, which just get your spells from anywhere, like Exodia is just an amazing way to just put all your resources back, which is, so I'm really liking it as well. The downside is he's got no stats, but hey, I'm only really going to summon him once in the duel, but currently liking it at 3. And then the last monster I'm playing 1 Necroface, because the Nekroz spell, because Exodia only shuffles back your monsters. However, in the graveyard, the Nekroz spell cards have their own effects to banish themselves, to do various things. And so Necroface is a great way to put them back. Also lets me recycle any Nekroz monsters I choose to banish off the effects. So yeah. If you guys are wondering why I'm not playing Necroface at 2, the simple answer is I don't have a second one yet. I need to actually get around to doing that. And then probably once I get the second one, the card I would take out for it is probably one of my two Chalice Slime. Okay. So yeah, I need to sort another one of these. Okay, so that's it for the monsters, and then the spell lineup is very straightforward. 3 preparation of rites, searches the Brio, and then you just go off from there. And mid game, you can like recur your ritual spells as well. So really good. No explanation needed of why I shouldn't be playing. And then my Nekroz ritual spells, playing 2 Mirror, 2 Kaleidoscope, 2 Cycle. I find I don't need more than the. I find playing more can be a bit more kind of bricks, less. Well, then you're not really playing a ritual deck. So Mirror, naturally that's summoned from. Mirror naturally is summon the Nekroz monsters from your hand. Kaleidoscope is summon them from your hand as well, but using materials from your extra deck. And Cycle is summon Nekroz rituals from the grave, which is pretty useful. Yeah, I was actually kind of disappointed that Nekroz Cycle didn't get reprinted in Dual Power along with the rest of it, but Konami did say that they're planning to reprint it in one of the upcoming sets. So that should be good. And then also next ritual spell, 1 Impcantation Inception. This is the one to summon Chalice Slime. I don't really use it so much for the ritual summon, but its graveyard effect can be useful every now and then. For those who don't know, its graveyard effect is, if it's in the graveyard, you can send an incantation card from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard, except for itself, to special summon an incantation monster from your deck, and then you add that card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's pretty useful in the graveyard because, for one thing, whenever you do Chalice Slime's effect, you do have to discard a card from your hand, so that's probably going to be that, and then you can use it to summon out an incantation from your deck and force its effect out, because naturally the incantations get effects off when they're summoned from the deck. Yeah, liking it quite a bit to that. And then the last spell I'm playing is kind of one of my cheeky techs. Guys, you would know I wouldn't really be playing a deck if I didn't have at least one little cheeky tech in it. So one cheeky tech is 1 Miracle Synchro Fusion. So I decided to play this because a lot of the Nekroz are warrior monsters. A lot of the cards in my extra deck that I use for my ritual summons are dragons, so there's one very easy fusion monster I can summon with this effect, which is kind of why I'm playing. Furthermore, if I just plan to use it as like a bait, it's got the other effect that if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect while it was set, I get to draw a card. It doesn't come up too frequently, but it's there. So that's it for the main deck. Going into the extra deck, not really too many explanations on why I'm playing some of these. Most of these are literally just levels for, naturally, Kaleidoscope. So starting level 12, Shooting Quasar, level 11, Star Eater, level 10, Shooting Star Dragon, level 9, Lunalight Saber Dancer. The only reason I'm playing Saber Dancer in this one is because, one, for the Miracle Synchro Fusion play, if I can possibly get the second effect off. Also, it was just one of the only level 9 extra decks that I had lying around. Level 8, Scarlight. Again, it was just one of the only ones I had lying around. Level 7, doesn't come up too frequently, but it can. Chimera Rafflesia. That also has the synergy to search my Miracle Synchro Fusion, which is kind of when I got the idea of playing it. Then level 6, which doesn't come up too frequently. Stardust Charge Warrior, but you never know, just in case. It helps to be prepared. Don't have any level 5s. And then level 4, naturally, Herald of the Arclight. I could play more of these, but Heralds are becoming a bit more difficult to attain. And naturally, because Unicorn's at 1, and since Unicorn's at 1, that's not ideal. Unless you want to play the Zaborg build, which I've seen is pretty decent, because you Zaborg, you kill it, self, you send 8 from your extra deck, including at least 3 Herald, and then you just get 3 searches, which, not bad at all. So that's it. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck in terms of Kaleidoscope targets. And then other stuff I'm playing is just kind of a couple of generic XZs. So I'm playing one Cowboy, because why not? Dweller, Turn Off the Grave, plus you're a water-based deck, so if you summon it with the Unicorn, everything's getting powered up, which is pretty good. Exciton, Board Wipe, because why not? Slightly bigger Utopia package, so Utopia, Ray, and Lightning, just because I had the space. And then, of course, the fusion monster I'm playing in tandem with my Miracle Synchro Fusion, one Dragonite Draco Quest. I've just always really liked this card. I've always wanted to play it in something, and when I built this deck, I thought, you know what, this could be... Let me think. Kaleidoscope. I just keep using stuff from my extra deck, but I don't actually do anything with it. This could just be like a really good way to abuse my Draco Quest. Because its summon requirements are a Dragon-type Synchro monster and a Warrior-type monster. So most of your Nekroz are Warrior monsters, and then most of my materials for Kaleidoscope are Dragons. So I can normally use like... So Miracle Synchro Fusion actually banishes the materials, but since I play lots of different Dragons, there's very good chance I can keep using other ones. And his second effect is quite useful, that while he's in attack position, your opponent takes any bone damage you would have taken. So yeah, that's pretty good. Could potentially be useful as an option to out Mystic Mind decks that do burn strategies, because it's a continuous effect, so it does not activate. That's why I really like it. Okay guys, so that's the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down in the description below of what you thought of the deck, and also anything that you think about maybe I could try in the build. Also, maybe let me know, guys, if there's any interesting cards that you've been thinking about trying in like your Nekroz decks. And also, just wanted to say, I'm also thinking about doing a Q&A video soon. So if anyone's got like any questions that they really want to ask me that they want to be in the video, just leave them either in the comments below in this video and just on various videos that I've got. And I know I'm normally pretty good at just like answering them pretty quickly, but I'd like to do like a proper Q&A, because I get lots of people asking me lots of the same questions, so I'd like to just do a proper answer of them in the video. So if anyone's got any questions for that, naturally, as I said before, leave comments below, and leave comments below in various of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon later this evening with some gameplay. Okay, thanks guys, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Webbers5, and if you're already subscribed, feel free to hit that notification bell so that you never miss an upload.